How do you feel about stargazing?
Howdy everybody, Rocket here, and today you are going to help me and Long John pick... Okay, stop. Ding ding!
Hit the bell!
Howdy everybody, Rocket here, and today you are going to help me and Long John pick out our tent to take on our thru hike of the PCT. For our upcoming thru hike of the Pacific Crest Trail, Long John and I had an important decision to make. This would be my first time sharing a tent, and this would be Long John's first hike using a tent as opposed to a hammock. We wanted to use a tent that we already had, so in the running is the big Agnes Tiger Wall UL2, the Hyperlite Mountain Gear Dirigo 2-person tent, and the Zpacks Duplex 2-person tent. We took to the backyard and set each tent up for a side-by-side comparison. So up first, we are looking at the big Agnes Tiger Wall UL2 freestanding tent. This tent also has a detachable rain fly, so on those nice starry nights we can take off our rain fly and stargaze. The big Agnes Tiger Wall UL2 is a 2-person, 3-season freestanding tent. It is priced at approximately $400 American dollars. Its weight is 35 ounces. It's made of silicone treated nylon and ripstop. Its height is 39 inches tall. The bathtub dimensions are 86 by 52 by 42, giving it a floor area of 28 square feet. It requires 2 to 6 stakes with no rainfly and 6 stakes with the rainfly added. The poles are included and you can see those pictured here. There are 2 8-square-foot vestibules, one on each side, and it comes with a footprint that is 6 ounces. Okay, we'll move on to the next tent. For our second tent, we have the Hyperlite Mountain Gear Dirigo 2-person tent. This tent doesn't come with any frame or tent poles, and you need to use your trekking poles, or you can also buy some pre-made tent poles. I really like this tent. I took it with me on the CDT, as most of you know, and I enjoyed it. I wasn't exactly sure how it would translate into a 2-person tent, just because the headspace gets a lot narrower at the top of the tent, which has kind of left us thinking if we could actually sit in this tent together side by side. Inside the tent, there is an internal piece of metal that keeps the top of the tent nice and spaced out. So it keeps it framed nice and open. The specs on the Hyperlite Mountain Gear Dirigo 2 are as follows. Price is $785 American dollars, 28.2 ounces in weight. It's made from DCF fiber. Its height is 45 inches. The bathtub dimensions are 52 by 90. Giving it a 32.5 square foot floor area. It requires 4 to 8 stakes to stand, 2 trekking poles. It has 2 6.25 square foot vestibules, and there is no need for a footprint because the tent is made from 1.3 ounce DCF. And for our third and final tent, we have the Zpacks Duplex non-freestanding trekking pole tent. I personally have had some very small issues with Zpacks customer service in the past and have generally stayed away from using their products. However, Long John here has had this duplex and it has been waiting to be used, so we figured we would trial it out with our other 2-person tents and see if maybe this would be the best option. Here are the specs for the Zpacks Duplex. It is $700 US. It is 19 little ounces, also made of DCF. It is 48 inches tall. Its bathtub dimensions are 45 by 90, giving it a floor area of 28.1 square feet. It has 2 20.75 inch space vestibules. It requires 6 to 8 stakes, 2 trekking poles or Zpacks standing poles, and does not require a footprint. My question for you is, if you were about to set out on a PCT thru hike with a partner and you were faced with these 3 tents, which one would you select? If you believe there is a better fit for our needs that was not mentioned here in this list, go down to the comment section and leave it below. Check back in a few short weeks to see which tent we take when we set out to start our thru hike of the PCT.
Like and subscribe, hit the bell.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into my video, and as always, this is Rocket signing off.